comes the word. The Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers is here to brighten your day and lift your spirits with our unique take on all things motherhood. We're real-life friends, a special group comprised of women from across the globe who've chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Our mantra is radical acceptance and the necessity to check your ego and self-interest at the door. Keep calm and hold my Prosecco, ladies. I hereby call this meeting to order.
A worldwide.
I did enjoy the
saying.
meme on, was it the there was a April Fool's.
Which
there
one?
Was a picture for, I think, was it the Kelpies?
Oh, the Kelpies!
The turkey teeth. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah. Oh, girlies, welcome back.
Yes. Thank you.
She's so cheeky. She didn't even tell us, but I could tell. I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell.
She's got the look. Are we leaving the turkey teeth in there? It could be painful to take out.
Aw, girls, it's a very special podcast, and we're so excited that you're all here. It's Lissy.
And Becky.
And Kim.
Oh, and Heather.
And Tammy.
And Liz.
And it's our anniversary podcast, ladies. It's our 1 year anniversary.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We released our very first podcast episode a year ago.
Amazing.
That's right. I can't believe
that
it's
has
been a year.
flown. It goes by
really
so
has.
fast,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's flown by.
Yeah.
Completely. It's actually ridiculous. I was looking at it and I actually had to go back into Spotify and actually double check because I knew it was April, but I couldn't remember when in April. I just remember it was April because I ran the marathon.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we did the marathon episode.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's wild.
I know.
1 year in.
It's
My
wild.
goodness.
No, it's crazy because it doesn't feel like it's been a year, right?
No.
I mean, I think about like we've been meeting up and doing this weekly.
And in 52 weeks, we've released 46 episodes.
That's amazing.
incredible.
That is incredible.
Especially when you consider
we
we're
have
moms.
got a lot to say.
We sure do.
We're moms with kids. We go on holiday. The kids are forever on holiday.
Yeah.
Well, what about we've
I
negotiated?
love the holidays.
We've navigated, holidays, the summer, kids out of school, such as right now.
Storms.
More holidays.
Storms. Yeah, we've been here in storms. Like we've had all these things, and yet we've still done this every week. And I just think that that's amazing.
I do too. I'm very proud of us.
I have risked
me
my
too.
life pedaling.
You literally have.
In Edinburgh, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well done, guys.
I think
Yeah,
it's pretty
really
impressive.
It is.
I mean, we're a year older, but none the wiser.
a little smidgen, maybe.
I mean, here's my question. Now that we've been doing this for a year, can we consider ourselves professional podcasters?
Ooh, I don't know.
Are we pros now? Because did you know that 98% of all podcasts finish before they hit their 1 year mark?
Oh, really?
We are a top 2%.
I wonder why that
Actually,
is.
we're a top 1%.
Oh.
Do you know
Wonder why
what?
that
Do you know
is.
what? I actually think what's wild about our podcast, which makes us really special. I mean, there's some out there like this, but because we're a bunch of friends,
Yes.
right, and we do this because we enjoy it. There's multiple. Right now we've got 6 people on the sofas, right?
Woohoo!
So there's usually at least 4 of us doing a podcast episode. Usually 5, sometimes 6, but I think it makes it more interesting, easier, fun. I think a lot of podcasts where it's more instructional or it's like one person or something, it probably feels harder. But because we're just chatting, and that's actually what our listeners love, right?
Yes.
I mean, it just it happens. It's just
Exactly.
natural for us.
I love the fact that, and one of the nicest bits of feedback that we've received was from a listener that said, it could be really weird listening to a friendship group because there could be a lot of inside jokes, but there aren't any inside jokes with you guys. I said, no, and if we did have an inside joke, we would let you in on it.
Yes. Yes, that is the key.
I am
point.
trying to think if we have any inside jokes now, but I honestly can't come up with any, except for things that we've thought we should put on a T-shirt, which we've probably covered in the podcast.
We need to put on
So
a
there's
t-shirt.
nothing on the inside. It's all out
No,
there.
it's all out there.
We gotta get that T-shirt out though.
We
by the
really
way.
do.
Yeah.
Chore play. Yeah. And then you have to reference what episode it was initiated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So everyone can go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
100%. And then Kim needs, I have my own following.
That is absolute nonsense.
It is not nonsense,
It's
I
true.
assure you. You have your own following.
I would be mortified to wear a T-shirt that said that.
As someone who reads every single review and reads all the DMs that come through, Kim, I can assure you, you have your own separate fan club.
I've just got visions of people in places that they can't get out of. Being forced to listen.
So maybe when you go back to your Yorkshire pub, you'll be signing
I mean,
T-shirts
I think she should.
and
Kim's fan club.
Absolutely.
No, I'm mortified.
No, but it's just, I think it is, it's really amazing how, because it is a group of us and it just flows and it's something that we enjoy doing. I think that that's why
And
it lasts.
I think that you're totally right because it's a natural conversation. It's not like we're here reporting, news. We're not talking about what's happening in the world. We're not trying to learn anything or teach
Or
anybody
like advise
anything.
you on what to exactly to do or,
And I think that, there's a million other podcasts where you can learn how to do anything.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. I think there's a time and
Absolutely.
place for it. Absolutely.
And there's a time and a place to listen to celebrities tell you how to live your life, but we're not them.
Yeah.
They are not us.
No.
And, I think that there's something really cool about just being a group of women celebrating just being everyday normal people.
And not just celebrating, but also having a moan.
Yes.
Like talking about the difficulties. I mean, you just said it. Like it's easy to see a lot of celebs where, it's like feels like it's so easy, right?
Yes.
And and we're like, but they had so much time to get their makeup done and their hair done.
Yes.
And I mean, we do like a high five when like one of us has got, dried their hair.
I saw you today.
With a hairdryer.
I did.
As opposed to the air.
I came over earlier and I literally looked at Heather and went, "You curled your hair."
I actually did get to curl my hair. We did a TV interview.
Via Zoom.
Yep. And so we'll share all that, I'm sure, across all the socials. But we were pitching it hard with our podcast, which we're so pleased to do. But yes, I did I washed my hair. I dried my hair and then I curled it. And you know how rare that is.
That's serious.
you need a sticker.
It's a sticker. I agree.
But this is why, I think it's like, okay, we're real. We're not just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Usually
that
it's a celebration when you have one of the three.
Yeah.
You're taking a shower.
I washed it today.
Yes.
And you love it when someone says, "Oh gosh, your hair looks so good." Yeah, I washed it
I
today.
washed it.
Yeah.
I brushed it today.
And not only that, but I actually used my own shampoo. I didn't use the Johnson & Johnson one from the kids.
Oh yeah.
Because, when you go to the swimming pool, you end up just using whatever one you packed for the kids.
Nope, I use the one on the wall that
Yeah.
there's
That's what I use. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why my hair feels a little bit like straw.
If
That's why I don't like getting my hair wet when I go to the pool.
I use the one...
I'll do the sauna and the steam.
Yeah.
Because I hate getting it. Because it just dries it right out, doesn't it?
It does. My hair ends up looking and feeling like Barbie hair. And not like pretty Barbie, weird Barbie.
Barbie who's been unpacked, had the bands all taken off, and someone's brushed their hair, and it will never ever look how it looked in the box ever again.
No, never, ever, ever. My hair looks like Liz's Barbies from when she was a kid.
Yes. Yeah. Hair
have all
all
yours.
chopped off.
Maybe some glue in there. Some
Glitter.
And glitter.
They
Yeah.
were all
So
sticking
we're
up.
not the celeb Instagram.
We are not. Which is why the word
Well established.
which is why unapologetically imperfect is in our title.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also think that's there because we admit that we're not always perfect in terms of parenting and being perfect. It's just, we're not perfect.
I can't do with people that say, this is how you should do it.
This is how you should do everything.
Yeah.
No.
I'm too tired to get to perfect.
Yeah.
I agree. Perfect feels like a lot of work.
And what is perfect? It's so subjective,
I
isn't
agree
it?
completely.
I know. We all have to give each other a break for that.
100%.
I agree.
And you know what? I think our formula is on to a winner because did you know, girls, that we are being streamed in over 37 countries around the world?
It's amazing.
We're very big in some very random but very cool places. We have a huge following in Kingston, Jamaica.
Woo.
Yep.
Which
Cool.
I don't know if you're listening, but we are willing to come to Jamaica.
I was thinking that.
You know, we're all in.
Yeah.
We're huge in the Faroe Islands.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bit
Another
of a
place
schlep
I'd like
get
to go.
though.
Yeah.
I'd like to go there.
I would love to go there. I would go anywhere.
And we have a very big following in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Let
one.
down.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Anytime.
Absolutely. So, I think that whatever it is that we're doing, it's obviously resonating with people. So I think we should just keep on doing it.
I
Cheers.
agree. Here's to another year of sharing
To
our
our big mouth.
I feel like they're all our friends.
They
now.
are. Well, this is why I always say hello, friends.
Yes.
On every Instagram reel. I say hello, friends. It's your Edinburgh besties.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool for someone to be like, of course I have friends in Scotland.
But don't come and stay with me.
Thankfully.
You can tell us you're here, but yes.
We'll meet for a drink, but you're not staying.
Tag us in your photos.
Yes.
So I was thinking about this, Kim, of all of the reviews that I've read online and all of the kind of the stars that we've gotten. I would just like to, remind you that you gave us a 4-star review.
Well, you know what? I just don't think you should rate yourself. I've never agreed with workplace self-reviewing, so I'm not going to start agreeing with it now.
But you know what? You have to do a 360 at work, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you not have to do
and
a 360?
one time I didn't get 5 stars, so there was a problem, and I got it altered. But that was someone else that was reviewing me.
Yeah.
You had to review yourself, and then someone else told you why you were wrong. I was like, oh, no. I am not putting up with that. I am not going to be judged because I've been here the longest, and they think I should do more.
Oh, come on.
But yes, I stick with my 4-star review because there's always room for improvement. And I'm from Yorkshire and we just don't self-promote. I mean, 4 stars was pretty bloody good.
No, hang on. Becky's
good.
sitting right next to me and I want her to read my notes exactly, verbatim what this says. So, Kim, you just said what you said. Now, I would just like you, Becky, what does this say?
Okay.
Why did she give us a 4-star review?
4-star review because there's always room for improvement. Exclamation.
You know me so well. It's like Elaine Page and Barbara Dixon in chess.
It was a real review. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just hysterical. But honestly, we've had the best time for the past kind of 12 months of doing this, and we've got more to do. We've got more to give. We've got more to say.
Got room for improvement.
Hey.
Boom.
Honestly, this one. What are we going to do with you, Kim?
Nothing.
No, I appreciate that. I think
We're just going to keep her.
Yes.
Keep
exactly.
me, yeah. Don't throw me aside.
Honestly, what are we going to do? But we've got so much coming up. We had a really cool, our Edinburgh Live article came out.
Yep.
And all of a sudden our Instagram following is up.
Yep.
Our Facebook following is up. We've had so many emails. It's been received really well. And that's what led to our TV interview today.
Yes. Yeah.
With That's TV.
Yeah.
And it's coming if not tonight, then tomorrow.
I think tonight or tomorrow. Yep, that's right. Are you going to give us some more reviews?
Yes, I have so many more. Would you like some more?
Yes, please.
Oh my word. I have, here we go. Are you ready? We've got some gooders. Alrighty.
You have a lot there.
I do. Every episode feels like a girls' night out with your besties. Each lady brings character, charm, and wisdom to the conversation.
Wisdom?
I know.
That was about me, not you.
They may all be located in Edinburgh, but their insight into motherhood and womanhood knows no bounds. Kudos, ladies. Keep those podcasts coming.
Nice.
Very nice.
I loved that one. And then, this one was a cute one. I love this podcast for many reasons. They talk about my old hometown of Edinburgh. They share the warts and all of motherhood. But I think mainly because they're a group of ladies who come together and just enjoy spending time together. I feel privileged. I have friends like this in life, and listening to the podcast reminds me how lucky I am and reminds me to pick up the phone to them. This has become a regular listen in my car, and I don't do podcasts. Highly recommend. And they even gave us a kiss.
Oh, nice.
Which I thought was really cute. And then we've had some silly DMs that have come through. Here we go. I'm going to give you this one. So I was just listening to the pod on the way to work. Almost drove into a ditch when you said, "Do you know how hard it is to be married and sober?" I maintain it. And the last one that I'll read just for now because it is really, really cute. I'm up on my terrace watering plants and crying with laughter. Visualizing you ladies in the office wearing a wetsuit and feeding ice cubes into it to stay cool. So relatable. So yeah, we've had some gooders.
But that's from one of my favorite podcast episodes. I mean, that was just so good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it wasn't an April Fool's. Like, Lululemon came out with a cooling vest.
And the back of that chat.
I swear, it was on the back of that chat.
Do we get one then?
Honestly, I'm not saying it was because of our episode, but it did come out very near to the episode.
Suspicious.
And after. So, just saying.
Yeah.
I think that was all you, Kim.
But I love that episode.
I'm here for the research. Boiling hot.
Do you have any other favorite episodes?
Well, okay, so one of my favorites that I've listened to multiple times, and I'm not going to stop, is when we're talking about the sardines. Okay?
Oh my God.
So the letter from a husband who is writing in because his wife is asking him, he's trying to force him to choose between his marriage and his favorite food, which is tinned sardines. And we chatted about this. You know, everyone had a different perspective. It was hilarious. I mean, it was just so good.
And then I went home after recording this podcast in question, and there was an open tin of sardines in my refrigerator. I felt like it was the universe telling me something.
Yeah. You need to chill out about the sardines.
I maintain they are smelly.
They're so good for you, though, as a woman. They're so good for you.
Yeah.
But it can't be that hard to just stick it in a Tupperware.
Well, that's the thing. Is
Well,
Glass.
yeah.
Or glass.
So that it doesn't stink.
But
It'll
Alyssa
smell
pointed
in the
out that it's
plastic.
probably more than just about the tin sardines. It's exactly that probably it has something to do with the cleanliness, with the lack of putting other things back, with leaving the sardines on the counter.
It's never
He
just
probably
the sardines.
splashed
But
the sardine oil.
I believe that there was an opposing argument, which from me and Kim, which was that we like tin sardines, and also I remember saying something like, "What if his hair and skin was all lush from all the omega oil?"
Yeah.
So you're
omega-3.
benefiting slightly from the consumption of sardines. But then we had a lot of questions about, well, how many sardines?
We
right?
went way deep on this subject. I'm not really sure why it would cause a crisis in a marriage, if I'm 100% honest.
There's a lot of other things.
Because you're the pro sardine.
But
Yes.
no, but do you remember that he actually pointed out that he had not revealed this to his wife?
Yes, that's right.
He hadn't revealed it until they were married.
So he was hiding it.
His love for sardines.
Sardine habit.
It was a secret sardine behavior.
Do you know what, though? There's so many
habit,
other things
okay.
he could have been addicted to
I
that
agree.
he hadn't
Exactly.
told
Yeah.
her
I'm with you on that
pre-marriage
one.
that would be way worse.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite episodes. I also love the Christmas rom-com episodes.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I love them.
Those are fun.
You love the homework.
I love the homework. Guilty. I love it. But I love the chat about Castle for Christmas, and then I love the Hot Frosty chat.
Yes.
I still can't figure out how Hot Frosty went from being, we panned it so hard the first time we watched it. And then we watched it again. And it was all of a sudden like we had a soft spot.
It's a Christmas classic now.
It is. It was one of those situations where we were like, you know what? It was actually really cute. And the acting was really good. Like they were committed.
Do you remember when I got the wrong
Merry Gentleman.
man as opposed to Merry Gentlemen? And I thought, wow, we're
About
going
a
really,
serial killer.
yeah, we're going dark for Christmas.
A Christmas serial killer.
It was a serial killer movie.
That definitely was not on the Hallmark Channel.
That was so funny.
No, I did. Yeah, I was watching it thinking, I'm pretty sure this isn't the one.
I love the fact that you got into it.
Yeah, I watched it. I did finish watching it afterwards. Yeah, and actually, the end fizzled out. It was, like a waste of my time.
I bet it did.
Yeah, like no one got their comeuppance. The guy just walked off into a
Sunset.
field.
Merry
No, a
Christmas.
field. Yeah, and carried on killing folk,
Scary.
as you'd imagine.
If you build it, they will come.
But the Merry Gentlemen was also a quality chat.
I
think that was
thoroughly
fun.
enjoyed the Merry
You
Gentlemen.
enjoyed it. Some of us couldn't. Were like, go back. They kept dancing. You're like, no, enough.
Like the reality was too hardwired in us to accept that they could learn this routine in a matter of days
and make $30,000 or whatever.
and not
it was.
be
like a week.
The accountants in the room
Yeah,
were
we
like,
disagree.
no, this would not work.
Mathematically.
Oh, was that to save the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To save
Okay.
the town's
It's
honky tonk
implausible.
bar.
$30,000 in like a month.
But you can't apply logic. It's fantasy world.
Yeah.
Yeah. The minute you start applying logic, it's logic.
Says
and all
the
falls apart.
woman who hated
you
the
gave it a
snowboard
2.
movie.
Oh,
What
that
was
was
the,
awful.
the Mrs. Doubtfire one? What was that
Oh,
called?
what was it?
Oh, what? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't a What Fun. We loved that.
No, it was another.
My Secret Santa.
Yes.
Santa.
Oh, and I didn't tell you this. So for Christmas, when we were in the States, my daughters got like some sort of like kids lip balm set and didn't even think about it twice. And then one day in January, I'm getting ready and I'm looking in my bathroom, which my kids have taken over. And what is sitting there but the lip balm that's the same. Remember there was like some sort of kids, what was like a unicorn or something?
Something like
that was in that movie that they were carrying around all through this movie.
Oh.
It was
sitting in my
this.
bathroom.
It's what gave her away.
It's what gave her away because she
The
had this
unicorn lip balm. So
The
as
exact
Santa
one.
Claus,
I know,
Santa
I'm gonna have
Claus
to watch
pulled
it
out
again.
his unicorn.
I didn't watch this
It was
one.
sitting in my bathroom staring at me.
I'm going to have to watch it again,
Can't
clearly.
be it.
Clearly, I need to see this
You
again.
need to watch. Oh,
Even
it
though I
was-
didn't
oh,
really
no.
want to.
Do you need to watch it?
I don't know.
I
it's
don't
2
think
stars.
you do.
Next year we'll add it back.
Can we not? Let's do different ones next year.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to do different.
Yeah.
They come out every year.
Every year.
Who's the star? Carrie. What was her name? The girl who's in all.
Lacey Chabert.
Lacey Chabert.
Hot Frosty you won't do again.
Is that the
And
Canadian one?
also the guy from One
I don't think
Tree
she's
Hill.
The guy from One Tree Hill.
Chad.
Chad
Murray?
Michael Murray.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. He's in quite a
every
few.
year.
He was in a lot as well.
Yeah. He
This is like
Yeah.
people have a groove and they're
They
sticking
do.
to it.
Hey man,
think
it
she
pays
is.
the
Hey.
bills.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
The Christmas movie groove.
We'll see what they're next this year. Right?
I mean, I look forward to it. As I do every year.
So what else did everybody have as a favorite?
I mean, surely Eurovision is up there.
Oh, Eurovision. Yes.
Who's gonna host that
Gonna
this
host?
year?
We don't know.
Can we do
Listen.
like a proper
They're
get together?
Yes,
missing-
we're gonna have a watch party.
One
Because
of my
usually it's like
goals-
just. Oh, sorry, Heather. Go ahead.
No. One of my goals for the podcast was to have the girls hosting.
Yes.
So if there's someone out
Well,
there,
they need someone for the podcast apparently, the Eurovision podcast.
Oh, there you go.
do they really?
Yeah, because the guy that was going to be doing it,
he
he's
can't
no
do it
longer-
anymore.
He's busy.
He's got some issues to attend to.
Fine. Well, we've got 2 ladies here that are ready.
Yeah.
Sign them up.
Yeah.
But
that
if
was
we
hysterical.
sign up for it, I'll have
Eurovision
to
Asia.
sign up my best pal Lynn because
Lynn
we
can
both-
join us.
We are constantly on the text during the show.
Well, that's
Oh my
fine.
God,
But you
did
girls were
see?
hysterical when we were talking Eurovision. They were hysterical. I mean, I can't believe we had.
It's a serious business. We weren't hysterical.
You're
It
right.
was serious.
Sorry, you were serious. Serious. But like we went back in time.
We
we
did.
revisited past Eurovision and songs and bands.
That's because we had to educate you.
Yeah, you were it was like a well-rounded podcast on Eurovision. Very well-rounded.
So Kim, would you give that podcast 4 stars or 5 stars? How well-rounded was it?
We maybe go 4.5.
Progress.
Yeah.
I still can't believe we haven't mentioned sexting versus chore play
Oh,
yet.
that was the best.
yes.
That was
Oh,
the best.
I like the chore play
Yeah.
show.
That was great.
We talked about there was someone who was asking if she was performing her wifely duties.
Yes.
Because she wasn't sexting with her husband, who was requesting sexting.
So she was in the
Requesting
grocery
sexting.
store. She was in the grocery store, and he's wondering why is she not getting hot and heavy. It's like, babes, she's trying to buy your dinner.
But we really riffed on
The
that
sanitary
subject.
pad aisle or something. Oh my God.
We really riffed on that because we were like, how does anyone have the headspace for this as a mom?
We were not pro the sexting guy
No.
at all.
Not the shops.
I'm just wondering though whether it was a gender bias on our part.
But I'm sorry, but like if someone asked me to sext, I would be like, I don't have the time. I am busy.
It can be used in evidence against you. I did law at uni. Anything you write down can be used.
It's true.
I would be game, but they would have to be like scheduled. It would have to be okay, we're,
But then where's the
I know,
spontaneity?
We don't have time. I'm too tired.
I need
Too
to know
tired.
that things are going to happen so that I can have an everything shower. So that you know what I mean by an everything shower.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay. It's
no.
all right. It's okay. Move
An
on.
everything shower means that you wash and condition and you
fine.
shave
That's
and
fine.
that's what I mean.
I think we have a rough idea. And the idea is not to look too rough.
But
But I think it was really interesting because we in the chat, I thought we gave a lot of, we considered all the angles, right?
I mean, yes.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we gave it a fair assessment. We gave it a
Fair crack of the whip.
yeah. But
Maybe a ruler. We're teachers.
I thought after that, I was like, you know what? We need to be giving people advice because we will consider it from all these different perspectives. We're not just giving one perspective. We're not even giving you advice sometimes. We're just talking.
But I don't think any of us came down in favor of the sexting. though.
We did not come down in favor of the sexting, nor did we come in favor of the nose hair trimmer.
Oh, right. The nose hair trimmer.
that
Is
was
that the
great.
Christmas
Hair
gift?
trimmer.
Yeah, it was a nose hair trimmer being given as a Christmas gift out of the
That's
blue
right.
after not having
Yes.
gifts.
So they never bought gifts.
But the problem was that the recipient of the nose hair trimmer was so upset that he was planning to give like a revenge gift.
Oh.
Like I can't remember what the revenge gifts were, but they were really bad.
they were really
Yes.
They weren't gonna make a happy home for
No.
Christmas.
No.
It was not gonna be nice.
bad. No, that relationship was doomed.
Oh, I think it was like a cookbook because her cooking's terrible or something.
that was it. Cooking classes.
So, what do you do in that situation? But we need to offer our advice to people is what I took away from all of this
100%.
because we will talk about stuff without
Judgment?
Without some
maybe
judgment.
us,
I like to think of opinions.
You'll get a lot of
like
different
POV.
Positive opinions.
Yeah.
Point of
POV.
view.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll
Point
be a
of view, yes.
well-rounded
Yeah.
discussion. It's
Because
not
everyone
just
will come with a different angle.
Yeah.
and you
Yes.
might not
A
even
different
talk about the
perspective.
question. You might
No,
just talk
exactly,
about
just-
something else.
yeah.
And we're not going to
Yeah,
tell you exactly what to
exactly.
do.
Exactly.
We're just going to help you come to your own conclusion.
But that's what friendship groups do, isn't it? You go to your friends
Yeah.
because you don't want them to give you the answer, but you want to kind of work through your problems and unpick it. And that's what we're here for.
I know. We don't want that. Who
That's a good
wants that
point.
one friend who's like, I know exactly what to do. Do this, do that.
And the answer to every single one of those problems was you need to break up with him. Remember that one friend was like, nope, you need to break up with him. You need to break up with
I
him.
never
Everything.
had someone who's tried to tell me.
Oh, I did. I had two.
I'm trying to think back. Yeah.
And the answer was always you need to break up with them. It's like,
I don't think anyone ever told me to break up with anyone. They always knew I'd come to that decision. Yeah.
that's quite funny. I like that. Oh my word. What about the guilty pleasures? And
Oh, I
deciding
love
that
the
we
guilty
didn't have any.
pleasures.
There were no guilty pleasures.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I love that as being a conclusion that you really shouldn't consider your pleasures to be guilty. But I'm sorry, but as moms, I think you still consider most of everything that you do that's pleasurable for yourself to be guilty. And
Anything that takes you away from the family.
or cleaning.
Which is why I read my sexy cowboy romance books
know.
in front of everybody in my living room.
But I loved that episode because it was such a, first of all, it's funny. You know,
It is.
I mean,
It's
it's so funny.
Was I there? I need
yes,
to maybe
I'm
listen
sure you
back
were.
to this one.
Yeah, but it's a hysterical episode. But then also, you know, just having room to talk about all the ridiculous things that we do when we have a minute. I thought that was really cathartic.
I think it is because I think that the mental load just weighs you down. Mm-hmm. And you just end up in this cycle of, I need to do this, I need to do that. Oh, I was supposed to, my alarm went off. Why did my alarm go off?
Yeah.
What did I set an alarm for?
A sweet potato in the air fryer.
Oh no, it's burning!
At least the air fryer has the automatic shut off. Better there than in the oven.
The oven does
I
not.
didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
My air fryer has a timer on
Mine
it.
does too.
Oh yeah, no,
It'll
so
count
does
down.
mine. Sorry.
Yeah.
I figured
Oh no,
out
I
what you-
forgot to set the air fryer for a long enough time.
The worst is with the aga. If you forget that it's in the aga, it just is volcanic ash when you remember.
Yes.
Like literally volcanic ash. We left, I think, an apple tarte tatin in the oven once, and I woke up at about 4:00 in the morning and was like, oh my god, the pudding! And I went down and I opened it, and it was literally just ash in tin foil.
A little overcooked.
Little bit. But it's fine. Didn't burn the house down.
No, but I
all
think
that matters.
it is really cathartic to sort of have that, you know, sort of, you know, outlet, you know, like, and listen into us and listen to some of our ridiculous chat.
Maybe we should revisit our guilty pleasures and see if they've changed since we
Yeah.
started doing this.
I think they have. We talked a lot about TV, and I've moved
We
on.
did.
I would like some I would love to hear what other people's guilty pleasures are.
I
too.
would
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have TV recommendations.
The
I like
ones that we
TV.
don't have to report to the police, obviously.
Yeah.
You mean on our OnlyPans website?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't put in writing if it shouldn't be in writing.
Yeah.
But I don't want photographs either.
No.
No.
Oh,
come on, we do.
algorithm's going to go bizarre.
We do want photos.
Yes.
Well, ladies, I mean, I hate to do this, but, you know, it's time for the reality check. You know, we are successful podcasters, but we're also parents with children that are going to be home for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
I appreciate not having the routine. What about you,
Yeah. I hate the hamster wheel of schools and all that stuff and the clubs, and I love it when we get a break from it.
Oh, I love not doing the school run. I definitely like
Although I
relish
do,
that.
I was shocked when I realised they were going to be off last Friday. And I was like, no coffee.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. No coffee.
Yeah.
no. I was a bit gutted
We should have
about
met
that.
anyway.
Yeah, we should have done.
I went to F45 by myself. You
Overachiever.
We all said we were going to go to F45, and then nobody came.
I think
I never said.
like
I
a
never
ghost
said I was
town?
going.
It was not a ghost town. It was heaving with really skinny, athletic young people.
The overachievers.
But I think for
Yeah.
me, it's the shock of the first day of holiday where I'm like, wait a second, everything is different, right? So I can't manage to do very much on the first day.
That's fair.
But I'm with Kim in that I love the lack of routine. The juggling act of having the kids at home while I'm working is no joke. And it is that sort of like, oh my gosh, because the guilt of like, I can't,
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
do this, I can't do that, I have to, you know, sorry, I don't have time for this or that. So I hear that. But my daughter did say to me this morning, I was like apologizing because I couldn't do something yesterday. I was really dying to take them somewhere and couldn't do it. And she was like, you know what I love about this holiday is that there's something different every day. She's like, even if you're working, you know, there's something different every day. And it's like not a big deal thing.
I love that.
That's good.
You know,
That is nice.
right? And so it makes you
Your
feel...
children are so well adjusted.
They really are.
But it just makes you feel like, okay, even if I'm not doing all the things and I can't.
Not entertaining them.
Yeah.
no, you're not. You don't.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is making sure that you don't end up in that crutch of being the cruise director
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
and
That's a nightmare.
feeling the need to entertain constantly.
Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I say to my son quite a lot, I was not put on this planet to entertain you.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
find your own entertainment as
I
long as it
agree.
doesn't cause harm, fire, or injury. On you go.
Yeah, we do so
go.
many other things, but we're not going to entertain the whole time.
Yeah.
We're
And
not-
it's okay to be bored. Like
Yeah.
we
Yes,
talked about
it
this
is.
on several
It
calls.
is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
okay
Yes.
to be bored.
You
Embrace
need
the
to be
boredom.
bored.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, last week we were talking about, are we going to unplug the iPads? Are
Yeah.
we going to allow the kids to be bored? And I've been trying to do that, and it's been really good. But it's like at first, it's something they have to kind of get over it.
It's hard
Yes.
though. It really is hard. Yeah, we've been trying to do that too, and not even for the whole time, just for snippets, because there is that certain point of, if you take it away too much, it makes your life more difficult too, and especially during break times, we're just trying to all survive a little bit.
Yes.
Yep. So, and every family obviously is going to have a very different line of how much they can cope with. But yeah, it's tricky. Like, it's no joke. And even I find myself that I'm now so used to being on the phone for everything. And more, doesn't it feel like everything
Yeah.
is like, has to be handled on a laptop?
Yes.
On a
Yes,
phone.
yeah.
Everything has an
feel-
app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel really sorry for the older generation. Like my mum, she will be 86 in May. She doesn't have the internet or anything like that.
Wow.
And we have to do a lot of her stuff for her.
For her admin and
Yeah,
things.
her life admin, because it's not set up for someone just making a phone call anymore
Wow.
or popping into
No.
an office to speak
true.
to somebody,
It's so complicated, isn't it?
yeah.
And then we
it
wonder
is.
why our elderly people are lonely.
Yeah. They're
When we make
isolated.
everything online instead of
Yeah.
then them getting into their little Sunday best and
Because
Yeah.
they're
making their
those-
way to the shop
Yeah.
to talk to some young man and
It's true. Like those little micro interactions have all
Yeah.
been eliminated.
And now even with the self-scan, you're encouraged to self-scan.
Yeah, you're not
which,
even
to be
having
honest,
to chat.
I do love that.
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
scanning as you go around the store, it saves so much time. But you're not talking
Yeah.
to people
No.
in the way that we used to do.
No, not at
So
all.
I think that's poor.
Yeah.
But
I did have a think the other day that maybe we should offer to go into like a retirement home in town.
Oh, that'd be
oh,
lovely.
I've done that with the dog.
I would love that.
And
that's nice.
they were so happy to see the dog. And they just loved it. And I brought my daughter in as well, and she had a chat with people and talking to people about the dog, and it was great. I felt like it was a win-win.
I think that's
And
lovely.
and the dog didn't need to have any certificate. I just asked, "Is it okay?" They said, "Yeah."
Brilliant.
Oh, that would be
Really
lovely.
nice.
Yeah.
And we do love to talk here.
We do.
we do. In fact, they'd probably be saying, "Oh my Lord, they're back again." My ears are still bleeding from the last time that they came to see us.
You're only allowed in if you bring the Mr. Kipling.
I think they'd want more than Mr. Kipling.
Oh my God. Speaking of, how expensive were the Easter eggs this year?
Let's not even get on it. Well, we will get on it because I'm going to tell you
Yes.
right now.
It was ludicrous.
Crazy.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
And they weren't even reduced on Easter Sunday.
No, they weren't.
They
I
weren't.
know.
I went to
Yeah.
the co-op and I got the M&M mini ones, but they were the only ones that were actually reduced.
Yeah.
They were down to £1.50
Well,
for the small ones.
My partner went into a well-known supermarket
Yes.
that is by us yesterday, and he said they still weren't reduced.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
and I'm
Outrageous.
My husband has done the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
He went scout because we were away.
Yeah,
So
of
we
course.
just got back
We're like, we're going to hit up
the
the shop
day
for some
before Easter Sunday. So he went in, did a scout. No, they're not on sale. And then he went back on Easter Sunday. And then he went back yesterday. And he was like, they're still not on sale. I don't understand. And he asked at the well-known market, he went to like the manager and said, what's happening with the Easter eggs? When are they going to go on sale?
And he said they're not.
Oh boy.
Do you think it's because
Did he
they can sense
answer
that
it?
we all need chocolate right now?
Yeah.
Like, we all need
Yes,
comfort.
that's true.
But I honestly, so the Easter Bunny brought my children 3 of the same. They were the Terry's chocolate eggs, but they were the they were like the medium sized ones.
Yeah.
They weren't the mini, but they weren't the big ones.
Yeah.
And then my husband got a big Reese's peanut butter egg.
Nice.
When we took the little eggs out and the big egg out, they were the same size.
Stop.
Oh my.
That's messed up.
They were the same size. To the point where we wanted to weigh them, but we don't have a weighing scale in the Pitlockery house, so we couldn't weigh them. And my children contain themselves and actually hold off eating their
What
chocolate?
about the boxes? Would it say the weight on the box?
Yep, so the actual weight of the egg was, I think, based on the fact that there was a double Reese's peanut butter cup thing in it. It wasn't the chocolate. It was the Reese's peanut butter cup that was in it.
Sneaky though.
So sneaky. But also, Terry's chocolate Easter eggs, instead of it did still taste of the orange in the egg, but the little like wedges, the orange segments, had popping candy in them.
Nice.
Ooh.
I mean, 10 out of 10.
I love that sensation.
I do too. Love a popping candy moment.
Yeah.
Do
We
you not?
saw one that had popcorn and chocolate.
I would like that too.
Oh, that sounds
So-
amazing.
a crispy sensation
Yeah.
within the chocolate.
Heck
Nice.
yeah. I'm in. Absolutely.
But not until they've reduced it.
Exactly.
This chocolate tastes too full price.
Yes. Yeah. It takes away from the joy.
3 stars.
Yeah. 2. I'd be giving that bad boy 2.
well, the Easter Bunny brought me the giant Cadbury mini egg bar
Ooh.
because that was reduced to 4 pounds.
All right.
Just saying.
Is that what you wanted?
It's exactly what I wanted.
All right. Okay, cool.
That's good.
It was from 8 pounds down to 4.
That's
And
amazing.
it had way more chocolate in it than an egg.
Yeah, my partner is particularly keen on Cadbury's mini eggs.
Yes.
Yes.
But he will rant about how a year ago you were getting so many grams for this amount of money, and this year you're getting reduced grammage, but with way more price.
It's totally true.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
they're
onto
saying
them.
that the cost of cocoa's gone.
It has.
Yes.
But they're putting palm oil in there, and that's
Yes.
no, and
It
not
is.
supporting
Oh,
the
it's
dairy
sustainable.
farmers.
Yeah.
No.
If it's sustainable, then I will accept it.
Yeah.
So
But they're not supporting the dairy farmers. We're getting very political. We need to move on.
Well, a friend of mine is allergic to cocoa, but could eat the Easter eggs this year because they didn't have enough cocoa in it to be.
Oh
There is a legal limit. So in the UK, they don't consider US chocolate legally chocolate
Yeah,
because there's
'cause
not
it's-
enough cocoa in
it's
it.
not.
Yeah.
But I wonder if we're now reducing
Yeah.
when that line will change.
I don't know, but because I said, oh, I'm really sorry, I forgot that you're allergic to cocoa, and she said, no, I can eat all of that this year
That's
because there's not enough cocoa in it.
wow.
that's so poor,
so
isn't it?
poor.
Yeah.
But she was very excited that I found white chocolate Tim Tams.
Ooh. Those sound good.
At
Is she an Aussie by any
she
chance?
is, and
Yeah.
they were at a very popular supermarket whose colors are orange
Yeah. That's where I've seen Tim Tams. Yeah.
in the international food section.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, did they have the peeps in the
They
internet?
didn't. I was looking for them because in previous years
Have
they've had
they?
them.
What's a peep?
I
These
love
are these
peeps.
marshmallow
Oh, they're so
neon things.
Yeah.
that
I
we
don't
get
know
in the
them.
States.
I've had them.
Originally, it was Easter.
It's
They
a
were
sugar
chicks.
coated marshmallow in the shape of a chick.
But now
Or
there's
bunny.
bunnies, and then
Yes.
the chicks were bright yellow, like
Or bright
neon
blue.
yellow, or bright blue, and then the bunnies.
No,
would be
they've got
pink.
pink and purple.
But now they do
and-
all sorts of
What's the
seasonal. There's
colouring in
Christmas
there?
ones and
I was
Halloween
gonna say, it's
ones.
probably illegal.
They're my favorite.
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
said my mom had taken a photo of the display in America, and I had just said to her, "Can you buy some and just put them in the freezer for when I come during the summer?"
Yeah.
And I would say this to her every single year. And when I get home by summer, is there a single peep left?
No.
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 Liz, they don't expire though, like ever.
I know,
but-
but she eats them. That's the problem. I actually prefer them stale because then they're a little crunchy.
This is, but it's
You
there's
need
something.
to hide them.
The
for
reason
next
why they're
year
not
when
yours
but
is
her
because
mom's
they're
buying
that
them.
is
No,
not
my
real
mom's
food.
buying them, and
It's
then
not
she,
real
That's
food.
not food.
It's not food.
No, it's not food, but that's okay.
My mom bought so many peeps one year that when we went to the lake house and the kids were making s'mores, we were using the peeps.
Oh.
Let me tell you, the weird sugar on the outside caramelizes like creme brulee. It's fabulous.
Ooh.
Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Delicious. They do look a bit sad.
Saggy s'mores.
Their little faces. But they taste great. The little like chocolate faces is like
like, oh, no.
Still edible though.
Oh my God, so edible, so delicious. So are there snacks that you're hiding from your children during the holidays?
Oh.
Or are there snacks that you are buying?
I haven't had enough time to think about hiding snacks.
Because we were chatting about a Costco run
Yes. Which I would
in
still
order
love
to get
do.
snacks to keep the children happy.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
for me,
but that's
that's
not
not
for us. It's for the kids. Yeah. Stocking up on the kids' snacks is really important.
It
in
is
the holidays.
important.
Yeah, you have to stock up.
It
You have
is.
to get all the good treats.
I'm a big believer in a child-friendly like charcuterie board that you
Yeah.
just set out
Yeah.
on the table and let them have at
Let
it.
them have it to make your life easier
Yes.
for lunch. I know having to invent lunch every day on top of dinner.
Sandwiches.
It's
Yeah.
it's not very nice, is it?
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of
It's a lot of thought space that goes into that
Yeah.
stuff.
I know.
But they're at the age now where they can make a lot of things themselves.
They do.
I encourage
But we still have
mine.
to fill the fridge.
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
make my kids walk to the shop. But we live around the corner, so we can do that.
yeah.
And they also are very both lazy and creative. So they've had a lot of like bagels with cream cheese and peanut butter and jelly and things that normally they wouldn't want to eat. But when I'm like, you sort yourself out, they figure it out. It's amazing.
I'm going to try that with my son one day.
I think it's a great idea.
I think he would starve himself to death.
Yeah.
Really.
I was going to say, do you think
Not
they
all
would-
kids can do it. You have to have a
Bring in
certain
his
time.
gran.
Yeah.
Gran, help! Mum's going to strike.
She hasn't given me any.
Yeah, she's not
Yeah.
feeding me.
Last week, I had given my eldest, I think I asked 5 times. 5 times. Bring your laundry downstairs. Bring your laundry downstairs.
Oh, Lord.
Bring your laundry downstairs. So I had finished everybody's laundry. And then magically, of course, his laundry appears in front of the washing machine. And I was like, well, you can do it yourself. Because I had asked, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 5 times. You can do it yourself now. And he did.
Yeah, it's good.
Good on you.
I just had to show him which,
the different cycles were.
exactly,
Yes.
to make sure that he didn't put it on like a 3.5 hour one.
Yeah.
Right.
And to make sure that
70 degrees.
exactly. And he was really cute. He's like, "Do I actually have to take my whites and separate them out?" I went, "Yes, you do,
Yeah.
because those are your school uniform shirts."
Yes. We're not buying
you
those
do.
twice.
No one wants chewing gum white.
No.
But when they get to that, I think when the kids become more self-sufficient, it does become a lot easier for us, right? I think
I mean, that's the hope.
yeah, I need to ask the kids to do a bit more, right? I
It
think.
becomes easier, but it also becomes different. And I think, us with, Kim, because you obviously have a grown daughter as well, but, as we do less and they take on more, there is a freedom in the moment of being able to just have more, headspace and more time to physically do things that come up in your day. But then you also have that added, the less that they need you, the more they retreat into their own lives.
Yeah.
And that balance is a bit tricky with then, because then you get into this feeling where I almost feel like when my daughter, comes out of her room, it's like she's I'm in a dating relationship where you're chasing the guy and they're not that into you, but
Yes.
you're really into them. And it's like, oh, what do you want? What can I do for you? Do you want to spend time with me? Do you want to watch that? Oh, you're okay. Maybe later. I get that.
Oh no, I literally walked up to my son the other morning at breakfast and almost put him in a headlock because I was so desperate for a cuddle.
I know. Like,
I was
please
like,
not
"Get
me."
over here! I know you're."
But that's so true. I think it's so true, though. It is. It's like, they're doing more for themselves, and we want them to do more because we can't handle it. We can't do it. But it is that feeling like, they are doing more for themselves. And
You need to teach them to do more for themselves,
I
because
know.
honestly, you do not want them going out into that big wide world and
No.
not being able to do a thing.
I agree.
So true. It's
I
so
agree.
true.
I agree.
I once shared a flat, and there was 6 of us in this flat, and I only knew one other person, so we were all strangers about that. And there was a girl there who'd obviously, her mum had done everything for her, and she just put everything she owned in the washing machine. She'd worn everything, and then was like, "I need to do a wash." Immediately broke the washing machine, and she also helped herself to everybody else's cleaning stuff because she was under the impression that, well, it's in the cupboard, it belongs to everyone.
Oh, it's
Not that
communal.
she'd ever given any money to anybody to chip in for it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, so she had come from a very cosseted
Gotcha.
household.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You do not want to be that flatmate that everybody
No.
really
So
dislikes.
along those lines, I actually had a guest. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but the guest actually, like, I gave him towel, right?
Uh-huh.
Staying for a while. I can't remember how long. And every time after the towel, it went into the laundry pile.
After one use.
Yes.
I had guests that did that.
But that was
Oh
my
my
experience
goodness.
growing up.
Like a
That's
hotel?
what we used to do growing up.
Stop it.
No,
Really?
yeah. That's what we did growing up. But I don't do that now that I'm in charge of washing towels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how my mom did it.
Yeah,
But
that's- yeah.
I don't do it that way.
No.
Oh my God. I can't do, I mean,
No.
My mom does that with us now when we go home, but I think it's because she knows that we don't come home very often. So she's like trying to make it feel like a hotel. But yeah, no, my
that is
washing
so above
my
your pay
washing
grade.
machine is so small.
For 5.
My washing machine is so small. Could you imagine?
But that is like, that's a mom superstar.
It is a
doing
mom
that.
Yes,
That
it
is,
is.
yeah.
But you knew,
Wow.
she's treating you like that is because she's your mom.
She is. She's
It's
my
different.
mom.
Yeah, when you have just a guest.
It's
you're
important
like,
to note that
I'm
I
not
did
your
my-
mother.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I did my own laundry from
Give
the
that
age
to
of
me
like
at
10.
the end of your stay.
Honestly. Well, girls, I think we've done very well. And I think I'm going to have to hand it over to our amazing producer to give our final little thank you to our listeners because she is the queen of gratitude.
Oh, that's so kind.
You are.
No, so we're just so grateful to everybody who's joined us so far on this journey. It's been such a fantastic time. We've all been enjoying it. It's been bringing us so much joy to do this on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
We've gotten to know loads of people around the city, and we've listeners from all over the world, and we're just super, super grateful to everybody who's been listening to us, for everybody who's been cheering us on, and for everyone who joins us on Instagram or Facebook or all these things. We're super grateful. It's been fabulous. We've been having a wonderful time. So thank you to everybody for being along the ride with us.
Absolutely.
And thank you all the girls for participating because we're crushing it, I think.
I think so too.
Totally.
And I second that. Thank you to you girls for joining us on the sofas. Otherwise, it was just going to be the two of us.
No, that's
And
not as interesting.
We are not as interesting.
You've been listening to the Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers, real-life friends from across the globe who have chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences, united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Keep calm and join us on our next podcast. And until then, mum's the word.